Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So this is Aries for the week of August 16th through the 22nd. Let's go ahead and see what do we have. Let's move it because I'm the one that needs to see the light. I'm only kidding, guys. Just an FYI, the dogs are in the background, so you already know what's coming. If they start making noise, I'll pause and then continue once they stop. Okay, Aries. You're really trying to, I'm going to say this in the nicest ways that I can. You're running away from something that is trying to catch your attention. And the reason why I say that is because when I was setting up for you guys, I kept on getting caught, my, whatever this is, the shawl. It's not really a shawl because it's like, well, it kind of is. But the whole point was like every time, like when I kept going to the kitchen, like to fill up your water and I was setting things up, I kept getting caught in the gate and I'm like, what the heck? So it's almost like you're right there at the verge of breakthrough, or finally crossing that threshold, finally getting over to the other side, and something keeps on pulling you back. And it's like you don't want to deal with it because it may seem like a nuisance to you, or it may seem like, you know, I really just you want to be done with something from your past. Now, whether this is a person, whether this is a behavior, whether this is an addiction, whether this is a thought pattern, whatever it is going to be different for every single one of you, right? These are just general readings, so only take whatever applies to you. But there is definitely this sense of like, instead of facing whatever it is from the past head on, you're trying to run away from it. You're trying to just be like, you know what, I'm done with it. But in reality, you really aren't, because it's still surfacing, it's still coming up. So if it continues to come up, then what is it within that energy of whatever that is for you that you haven't been able to completely let go of? Are you still mad at someone? Are you still mad at yourself because somebody let you down, or because you put yourself in a situation that you weren't supposed to? Are you mad at yourself because you didn't listen to your intuition? Are you mad at yourself because, you know, you should have known better, or whatever it is something in that aspect that I'm picking up. But the thing here is not about running away from it, right? It's not about like, you know, it's very easy to say certain things, right? Like it is what it is, but not really feel it inside. So there has to be that connection within yourself, right? Within your heart with what it is that you are saying. So some of you are saying certain things like, oh, I'm over this person. Oh, I'm over this situation. Oh, I'm over that. Oh, I'm over this. I'm over that. But in reality, you haven't dealt with the underneath surface problems that situation brought into your life. So until you don't deal with that, until you don't take accountability for your part in it, until you don't release that guilt that you have within yourself when it comes to that situation, is almost going to feel like it's almost pulling you back as you're going through the door. So what is that situation for you? And that is what that is basically your homework for this week, right? Figuring out what it is within a certain situation from the past that almost keeps on holding you back. So let's use success, for example, as an example for this, right? Let's say you are trying to start something new. You're trying to climb up the ladder, or whatever it is. And maybe in the past, when you were trying to climb up the ladder, you were trying to start your own business, or you were trying to start something, grow something, it just didn't work, right? And instead of going back to look at why it didn't work, right? What were the adjustments that were needed? You're focusing on the fact that it didn't work. But it didn't work. It wasn't because it wasn't meant for you. It was because there were adjustments that were needed. Meaning that could have been any type of control that you wanted to have over a certain situation or over a person. Maybe it was not allowing yourself to be guided by spirit, not listening to your intuition, not allowing yourself or honoring yourself in every aspect of the way. So that's kind of like what it is going on with you this week. So there is this kind of like back and forth energy within yourself where you are, again, is this sense of like running away from something instead of facing it head on. Now, when we talk about letting go of things, when we talk about not allowing things or people to have control over us, it is going to be different for different people, right? Some people are more logical. They have to see things from a logical perspective. Some people are more emotional. They have to see it from an emotional perspective. So you know, nobody here, myself included, can tell you what that is for you. You know yourself better than anybody else knows you, right? So you have to kind of see, okay, let me look at the situation as a whole, right? So you kind of have to be kind of like the eagle, right? Like soaring up above and kind of like looking at a situation from the outside in. And maybe that would allow you to get a better perspective of what it is within a certain situation that you feel that every time you're ready to cross over that door, that threshold of the door, whatever it is, kind of pulls you back, right? So if it is within your spirituality, if you were raised within a specific religion, doesn't matter what it is, are there still things within that religion that are holding you back? Are there certain beliefs? Are there family members? That kind of aspect of things is what I want. I would like if you were to kind of give us some thoughts. And that's my personal advice, because when you look at situation from the outside in, you're able to see how everything is connected, and you are at that threshold of really letting go of something completely once and for all. But in order for that to occur, in order for that to happen, you have to be able to accept the situation as a whole. You have to be able to accept the situation exactly as it was, right? And not allow yourself to be controlled by the emotions that may surface. Now, when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean suppressing your emotions. That's not what I'm saying, because that's not what I'm about, right? If I have to cry it out, I cry it out. If I have to laugh it out, I laugh it out. If I have to get mad and curse the shit out of myself, I go ahead and I do it, right? But it's about honoring yourself in that space, right? Just because you're feeling a certain emotion, just because you're working through those emotions as you're growing through them, does not make you any less, right? It does not lower your vibration. It does not, and then again, guys, these are my personal opinions. Everybody else has a different point of view, and you can see it however it works for you. But personally, when I've tried to suppress certain things, even though I try to stay positive, even though I try to think positive, even though I try to show up in a positive manner or whatever it is, my vibration does lower, and I feel it internally, right? Because there's a part of myself, there is something that I am denying. There is something that I am not honoring. And when you are in a space, when you are not honoring yourself, when you're not honoring an entire situation for what it truly is, that is what causes problem. That is what, in a sense, holds us back. So it is not necessarily the situation that is holding us back. It is our perspective of that situation that is holding us back, right? Because whatever happened, happened. You cannot go back and change what happened, but you can change in this moment in time how it is that you choose to perceive that situation. Now, were you able to learn something from it? Or was it just something that just kind of happened? Right? And when I say that, when you look at it from that point of view, at times it's almost like a form of surrendering, that you may not know at this moment in time why a certain situation happened, but you're okay with it happening, right? And this is one of the biggest things that as humans we have an issue with surrendering completely without knowing the outcome, without knowing the why. But that is what complete surrendering is. It's like, you know what? I'm looking at it, I can't figure out what it is, but you know what? Regardless of anything, I surrender to what happened. I surrender to allowing myself to grow through this process. I allow myself to free myself from this, and I keep moving forward. Because to be honest with you, a lot of this that I'm picking up with you guys, it is a lot of internal dialogue that you're having in your mind. This is not about forgiving a specific person or a specific situation. This is more about forgiving yourself for holding on to a situation or to a person longer than you should have. This is like the type of energy that I'm picking up for you guys. So let's go ahead and see. Some of you, honestly, and this does not come, I'm not telling you to go ahead and do it, but some of you need a fucking cry. Some of you, that is how you release, that is how you purge. Some of you just have to really find that space and allow yourself the freedom to cry. Crying is not weakness. A lot of people view it as weakness, and it's not. I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm angry. It really doesn't matter. We as people tend to put negative or positive aspect on emotions and feelings, and they are part of the experience that we're here to experience in this earth. So needing to honor those aspects of yourself, whether you see them negative or positive, it doesn't really matter, right? We talked about this in one of the other videos last week, where when you feel excited about something, if you really listen to your body and you feel fear in another situation, the reaction in your body is basically the same. We are the one that are attaching the fear or the anxiety or the excitement to it. So needing to kind of like, basically this week is about learning to listen to your body, learning to listen to yourself, and really connecting with yourself so that you're able to let go of whatever this is. Now we're going to pull out 3 oracle cards. Now these can be confirmations to the reading, confirmation to something that didn't come out in the reading that you are inquiring about, or simply your advice for this week. The High Priestess, harness the mystic powers. Direction, guardian, choose your path. And then the third one, broken hour, embrace the energy of peace. So again, a lot of you have definitely been working towards wanting to free yourself, wanting to start walking in your path, or trying to figure out what your path, what your purpose is. And once you acknowledge that, once you accept what your purpose is, once you accept where it is that you're headed in life, what it is that you're meant to do, etc., then this energy of peace comes around you, right? This energy of peace is there for you to embrace it, knowing that no matter whatever happens, right, that inner peace is within you, right? So the world can be burning down to the ground, but it's not shaking you. It is not moving you, because you continue to move forward in your purpose. I'm just going to pull out 3 cards real quick. So we have the 10 of diamond, and this is actually a bull. And when we talk about, like, when I look at bulls personally, I look at, oh, and there's a card behind it. And then we have a lion, the 8 of hearts. When we look at bulls, right, we look at something that is sturdy, something that goes after its target without allowing anything to stop it, without thinking of the consequences, right? And when I say that, I say it in a sense of going for your purpose fully, knowing that within yourself you have that strength to see this, right? You have to realize, or you have to recognize that everything that you need, everything that you seek, every advice that you're looking for, every clarity that you're looking for, all of those stuffs are already within yourself, and you have to allow yourself to allow it to come out. Yes, you do. And then we have the 8 of cloves and the 4 of cloves. So here we have a cassette with music. And then we kind of have like this, it's like a shell, but almost like a storm type of image in it. And it's like, if you keep on replaying the past, or you keep on running from the past, and every time you replay it or you look at it, you're not seeing something new, then again, needing to take that break and looking at the storm in a different way, looking at the situation in a different way, right? Because within the storm, like, let's put it this way, when we're within the storm, it is very hard for us to see the clear sky. It is very hard to see where it is that we're headed, right? So this is kind of like your back and forth energy. Like, okay, I know I'm trying to figure out my purpose, or I figure out my purpose now, how do I move forward? But wait, I tried that, or I tried this in the past and it didn't work, but wait, I really, so it's like this inner dialogue within you that needs to end, right? So you need to choose your path. Are you going to stay stuck in the past and stay within the storm? Or are you allowing yourself to soar up above and see above the storm, and from what you learned within this storm, allow yourself to move forward and know that you have the strength to see it through, basically. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, so that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.